up, babe. New vinyl just dropped. Let's fucking go. So you guys really enjoyed the last tier list I made, so I figured let's just make another one. But this time we're going to be talking about the true cream of the crop across all of music. That's right. Music made by YouTubers. As you can see, we've got 20 songs made by YouTubers on this beautiful tier list here, and we're gonna be ranking them from genuinely listenable to one of the worst songs I've ever heard. Sorry to spoil my thoughts on the majority of these songs here, but I mean, the bar is not gonna be that high. Anyways, let's get started. But I won't take it! I'll tell everyone my childhood was wasted! Now, one thing. I know who a lot of these people are, you guys probably do as well. But as we're doing this, try to separate the song and the actual person that made it, because there's gonna be a lot of songs on here made by not so great people. And I wanna just purely judge these, how well they work as songs. I wasn't taught how to get a job. Sorry, immediately. So this song, for those who don't know, is about how people, the kids of America, today's generation, should not stay in school because you're not taught important things in life. Like how to get a job, how to do your taxes, how to manage a baby, but instead you're taught gross shit like abstract math, science. So Dave from boyinaband is gonna really give it to the teachers. I wasn't taught how to pay tax. The whole song is this, by the way. Just the whole song is structured. I wasn't taught this, but I was taught this. Isn't that crazy? That time to defining isotopes. I wasn't taught how to look after. I'm sorry. I'm really just waiting for him to say, I was never taught what laws there are. You're gonna see this a lot, but it's something I like to call British voice, bad voice sounding voice music syndrome. Basically, British people very, very often have very annoying voices in songs to me. And maybe it's just because I hate British people, but something about the British accent just does not resonate with me on like a fundamental level. I was never taught what laws there are. I was never taught what laws there are. So, as for where I'm putting it, instrumentally speaking, pretty terrible. Those like little mellow voices in the background of the beat and just like the most generic sounding drums I've ever heard in my life. He's British too, voice is not good, and the concept, I get it. The concept, it's not even horrible because he does have a point. Like, schools do teach us like things that are genuinely useless. However, it's kind of goofy, especially coming from a YouTuber. Like this random British guy with long red hair on YouTube is saying, kids, don't stay in school. It's not one of the worst things I've ever heard, I don't think, but it's pretty bad. I think I would just go bad. Please end your fucking life, please end your fucking life, I really. Now this one is legendary. Shut the fuck up. Okay, and also, so the thing with this one, if you don't know, Pink Guy, Filthy Frank, this is Joji. I feel like I need to start saying that because it's been so long since Pink Guy and Filthy Frank were around that there's probably genuinely a lot of people that don't know that this is who Joji used to be. And it is still so wild that the man that made Slow Dancing in the Dark, Glimpse of Us, Die For You, all of these beautiful ass sad songs, was making this back in like 2016, 2017. And this isn't even the wildest song he's ever made. If you've heard Pink Season, you know there's some crazy shit on there. Nobody even wants you here. Okay, so as for the hook, little acoustic guitar in the background, it's nice and simple, it's nice and tranquil or whatever, and then we got Filthy Frank, Pink Guy, just really laying into you. And barring any lyrical content, because I'm gonna save that for the end, I think it sounds nice. Joji has like a nice voice. I mean, that's why he's been able to succeed as a singer. Gotta emphasize, no one cares if you're alive, you're a I think this is genuinely probably one of the most horrible songs on here. Because for one, I think it's just simple enough where it's still kind of funny. I want to put it in genuinely listenable, but actually, you know what, fuck it, we'll just go genuinely listenable, because there's not gonna be that many genuinely listenable ones on here, so we need to get them while they're here. Cause I'm hungrier than you, I just wanna get some food in you. And now this one's very interesting, because this is the only song on here that I legitimately just like checked out a few weeks ago before I had the idea for this video. I was just like, oh, I remember that song, I'm gonna just check it out, see how it sounds, and my god, it sounds very different. And would you believe it? I actually enjoyed the song when it came out. I thought it was very catchy. I thought Why Don't We did a decent enough job on it. But as I've gotten older, and as I've reheard the song, it is terrible. Like, it is just structured so poorly. Just watch. Immediately. That might be the worst guitar I've ever heard in my life. Like, the slap is so loud. It's so much louder than the rest of the thing. This was not mixed well at all. You ask me my opinion, I'm always sure to be a minion. Okay, so immediately, minion costume aside, because holy shit, that is... Why would you do this? I don't know if you can hear it, but the instrumentation is so it just makes me upset. And I really don't know how to fully describe it. Because it's not that it's poorly produced. Everything's in, like, the right spot. But it's just, like, it feels like there should be more. It's, like, so, like, frail and empty.
Everything is difficult. Help me help you. Girl, what you trying to do?
Like, once the help me help you thing comes in, because that's catchy. That's a catchy part. That's been stuck in my head. But it feels like it should, like, fully, like, come in, but it's just kind of, it's still reserved, and it's such like a waste of energy. Not to get like super musically, sonically technical on a Logan Paul song, but
right, I just wanna get some food and you about to kill my mood.
Okay, I also want to point out, with a lot of these YouTubers, they're not actual singers or rappers, and so you can tell that they have no vocal training. So when you have the guys of Why Don't We singing, right, it sounds normal, because I imagine they're actual singers. But when Logan Paul is trying to sing, or just like rap, you can like feel every single vocal preset that's on them, struggling to make him sound like he should over this track, and it's still not working.
You ask me my opinion, I'm always sure to be a minion.
We're gonna talk about this more as well too, but simile lines are so like sad and basic, right? I'm hot like fire. She ride dick like carnival, right? Anytime it's that, I'm like, okay, that's such a filler line. And you're gonna see, because these people aren't talented writers either, there are so many filler rap lines. Lyrically speaking, I think the concept's just like kind of stupid, right? It's all about, oh, you're giving me mixed signals. I don't know how to be a good boyfriend. Whatever. Logan Paul sounds terrible. Why Don't We sounds fine, and the instrumentation is terrible. So it's pulling me towards probably terrible. Even though Why Don't We kinda saves it.
Every day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow. 5 million on YouTube. But I'm from Ohio, though, white boy.
Okay, immediately. 1, but I'm from Ohio though, white boy, is an amazing ad-lib. 2, you can hear the fucking song tag, because they probably just got it off of some cheap website where the fucking tag is still in it, and that is so funny to me. 3rd, this song, don't get me wrong, it's a bad song, but it's legendary at this point. I have legitimately had experiences where I'm in a car, and someone cues this song, and we will rap to it word for word, because this song is iconic at this point. For, like, kids my age. And we all know it's bad, but, like, something about it just is so funny. I mean, yeah, that fucking movie does. Wait, let's hear it, let's say it. Jake Paul's verse is legitimately not that bad. Lyrically, terrible. There's so many cringy lines. But say what you want. It's memorable. You remember the line, I just dropped some new merch and it's sounding like a god church. Not for a good reason, but you remember it. So I gotta give Jake Paul that. Oh my god. So Nick Crompton really goes in there. First of all, again, British voice sounding bad syndrome or whatever. It's really bad with Nick Crompton. You can tell he's trying to sound cool too, and it's so cringe. Obviously, you also got England Is My City, but it's so funny.
2 months ago, you didn't know my name, and now you want my fame?
2 months ago, you didn't know my name, and now you want my fame. Now, that is funny because 7 years later, maybe 8 at this point, only thing I know about him is he's Chance from the music video for It's Everyday, Bro. And I think that's what the majority of people will still know him as.
Let me educate ya, and I ain't talking book.
Let me educate you, and I ain't talking book. Also, Nick Crompton dabs in this frame, which is awesome.
Yeah, I smell good. Is that your boy's cologne?
That is a bar. I don't care what anyone says. That is a bar. Yeah, like if Megan Thee Stallion said that, that would be hard. And then look what they do after this.
Is that your boy's cologne?
That's fire, bro. That's fire. The stopping of the beat, that is hard.
And I will see you tomorrow, 'cause it's every day, bro. Peace.
I think this is the first one I've gotten all the way through, and I think that says something. Also, it's so funny to look at him now and then see this from my phone. And then Ryan Garcia. Anyways, It's Everyday, Bro. I'm putting in meh because it is bad. It's probably like Don't Stay in School tier bad, but it just has so much nostalgia value for me. And like, I genuinely, when this song is on, I'm happy. And a lot of these songs, you can't say the same towards.
I can tell that you came with a Disney flow. Hey, ain't nobody ever heard about.
For some context, this is a Jake Paul diss track, and I think also Logan Paul. Alyssa Violet is Jake Paul's ex-girlfriend that he was rapping about in It's Everyday, Bro. So Ricegum comes through and it's like, I'm gonna diss this fool. And he made, from what I remember, this is like pretty well remembered. It's like, this song went platinum. I think it was the first song made by a YouTuber to go platinum, and people still like fuck with it. I've heard people like still think it's a good diss track. And all I really remember from this song is Ricegum has some kind of funny lyrics, and Alyssa Violet sounds like shit.
Got a bitch that remind me of my cereal from Britain. When I see her, I'm like Cheerio. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, the beat is kind of hard. I like the beat. Ricegum's flow here is nice, but his voice, like, he always sounds like this, but he sounds so congested. Like, brother, just sneeze a few times, please, before you go into the studio. Just sneeze a few times.
Win against Jake Paul. I said we Gucci like the
And the fucking ad-libs. Okay, I do remember the ad-libs as well. The ad-libs are insane.
Logan, that will be your last hit like an 8-ball.
Nah, wrong.
Okay, before Alyssa Violet goes in here, Logan, that'll be your last hit like an 8-ball? Come on. Simile rap, again.
Me and Rice in the house with like 8 floors. Ride your brother's nuts, you're a squirrel for his acorn.
Hey, you got
Okay, so, if you couldn't tell, she, as a vocalist, and I can't blame her, Alyssa Violet, as far as I know, doesn't make music, but God, it is hard to sound more grating on the song than she does. And with the ad-libs too, and again, you can like hear the auto-tune just going like with her voice, even though she's not even singing. It's like warbling the just talking parts of her voice. It's so bad, and it's like a cheese grater on my ears.
heard you used to bully kids back in high school. Second part.
Bro, okay, also the fidget spinners.
Gotta put this rice in this beef like some Thai food. You ain't got no bars, no flow like a lake do.
Taifu and Lake Dew don't rhyme.
Senior year, didn't think you get.
What? It's Every Night, Sis, I would say is not as good as It's Every Day, bro. So I think Jake Paul won. Let me know down in the comments, who do you think won this beef? Jake Paul or Ricegum? It's definitely not as bad as Don't Stay in School. So I think I'm gonna go bad, but better than Don't Stay in School.
I wanna be gay, cause you're fucked and I wanna savor it. But it's cool.
Now this is a Ricegum diss track for those who don't know. So you see what I did there? The Jake Paul track comes out, and then the Ricegum dissing Jake Paul, and then iDubbbz dissing Ricegum. Yeah, if you know anything about iDubbbz from back in this era, you know what we're in for here. And this is gonna be rough for me because growing up, I used to get called iDubbbz a lot because I did look a lot like him, and so this was a big part of my childhood.
That shit was fucking absurd. You're a rapper who can't resolve shit with words?
Okay, that's maybe my favorite bar we've heard so far. You're a rapper who can't resolve shit with words. Because this is about, I believe Ricegum, he like slapped a phone out of someone's hand because she was like being mean to him or something. And, you know, that's a good line. You're a rapper who can't resolve shit with words. That's a good diss.
But I'm not scared to show mine. Woo! You've been pretending.
Sorry.
Listen to the rice bowls descended.
Oh my god.
Like Jackie Chan, but a little like Soldier.
Yeah, so, yeah. Old iDubbbz was something, man. I would say Asian Jake Paul has it's probably the best diss besides one that we're gonna get to. It's probably the best diss track in this whole thing in terms of disses, because, you know, Ricegum has so much ammo on him. But yeah, I like it. So I think I'd go meh, but honestly, I like It's Every Day more.
I got a brand new job today. Doing stuff that'll help you gun.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan of the Odd Out, but I've watched his stuff, and I was a fan at a certain point, and he seems like a nice guy. He seems like a genuinely good dude. This song is one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life, though.
Sun shining in a beautiful way. Gonna take a shower, brush my teeth, then
Life is ultimately meaningless.
Okay, so yeah, the whole concept of this song is the Odd Out, James, plays the positive, happy guy that's just loving life right now, and he's talking about how much he loves life. And Dave from boyinaband plays the life is ultimately meaningless existential narcissist role, right? And my god, it is so cringy. It is just, I get it, it's for kids, whatever. It's so cringy, man. And something about James's vocals are so grating on this song. The sun's shining in a beautiful way. Like, it's just, shut up. Like, I've never wanted to just like kick someone in the face more.
best on every test I pass, and my grades are
And the beat too. Just this so like faux happy, like jutting synths and all the like the swinging of the drums, and it's just like, oh, man, I hate it so much. Maybe I'm just like a killjoy. Like, maybe I'm just not a happy enough person to enjoy this song. And I could see how people find this inoffensive, but to me, it's so just like, it's like when someone is like in a really good mood and they're like, they can't shut the fuck up about how they're in a good mood. And they're just like screaming to you like, I'm so happy. Aren't you happy? And you're just like having a normal day or whatever, maybe a little bit of a bad day. And it just pisses you off. It just grinds your gears. Like I said, I like the Odd Out, but my God, one of the worst songs I've ever heard, truly. And it's probably like the least offensive song here when everything's said and done, especially compared to like Shut the Fuck Up or like Asian Jake Paul. It is so inoffensive, and I shouldn't get this mad at its existence. But I hate it. I just simply hate it.
Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down.
Now this one, I do have a lot of context for it because I was around for the whole T-Series PewDiePie War era, right? And I remember when it came out, everyone was like, oh yeah, this is really cool. This is so cool. He got like a millions more subs. But looking back on it, I think it might low-key be racist. So we're gonna see.
Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna.
Sorry, I'm not even paying attention to the lyrics right now. The fucking beat is sending me, man. These like wow, Stu, and Felix is going bitch lasagna over it. God, I don't even know if PewDiePie has like a strong Swedish accent, but he is like he definitely has an accent, and for whatever reason, I think it's enhancing his vocals. It's like the antithesis of like the British accent effect, right?
What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. Nope.
Yeah, so that was mainly the bar I remember that was like kind of weird because he's essentially dissing all of India right now instead of just D-Series. Just saying, yeah, your language sucks, bro.
1.32 billion, but most
Yeah, and then we got this this melodic part at the end.
videos can't seem to hit even a million.
Yeah, so bitch lasagna, I really didn't remember how goofy the beat was, but I kind of liked it. At least it's not like a beat that's like great into my ears, right? So honestly, I'll give it points for that. PewDiePie also, vocally speaking, is for this list decent. So I think it makes the track actually listenable. And that's another thing. There's kind of a through line with a lot of these YouTube songs. The ones that really stand out as being listenable are the people that go into it being like, I want to make music because I like music, versus I want to make music that makes money. And I don't know if Bitch Lasagna was necessarily made for money. I think PewDiePie just thought it would be like fun to make a song. But I mean, I think it could have come out way worse considering the musical background being so limited. So I'm going to put it in there.
Yeah, you ride waves, can't get out of the water. Can't buy a good song for $1.
Now, a little background context for this one. I am a massive quadeca fan. I was following him around this era when this dropped, and seeing his artistic evolution has been truly incredible. He legitimately might have 2 of my favorite songs this year so far, and he had a favorite song of mine for last year with Easier, and so I'm curious what this is gonna sound like looking back, because he is a genuinely really talented guy, but this is also when he was like 18 and still making YouTube rap stuff, so I'm interested to see how well this still holds up.
I'm 18, making main stages. You were 18 and a virgin in the basement making rape faces.
That's a crazy line too. And you see how he can like actually rap, right? He's like he's a decent rapper, right? Compared to all these other people where you can tell their bars were either ghost written or they just cannot rap or shit.
Actually bad, it's actually mad. I'm actually really gonna get into the band, but I never understand why you would.
Anyway, hold up, chill quad. You're turning into Eminem here for a second, but we'll let it slide.
You turn blue in the face just like you Squidward. But to be honest, bro, I wish that I was still a fan. Logan Paul, come and film this. I think I just killed a man.
Okay, so make you turn blue in the face like you Squidward, not great. But Logan Paul, come and film this. I think I just killed a man is a crazy bar. I'm gonna just say it. And also, now that we're getting to the beat switch, first beat, I get it. It's like a nice little warm up. You know, he's not bringing out the big guns until the second beat comes in, so that switch it hits extra hard, right? But I don't know, the first beat not really doing much for me. But Quad's rapping, I think, still holds up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put stuff out, and then I'm gonna blow him out the fucking water.
Yeah, you ride waves, can't get out of the water. Can't buy a good.
I mean, okay, immediately you see how much better the second beat is than the first one.
Saying words, but they all feel hollow. Put that on mic and pick up the Elgato. Yeah.
And he's flowing. He's flowing. I mean, that's easy. That's top of the tier list so far. Genuinely a listenable track. Bars, for the most part, really good. Some filler bars in there. Sound of it, pretty damn good. First beat, I'm not a big fan of. Second beat, I do like a lot. But Quad can also actually rap. And I'm surprised. It holds up decently well. So yeah, genuinely listenable.
Yeah, you got the big bucks. Can't get you gas for a quick fuck. When I got a girl.
It is so crazy that Deji dissed his own brother in a song.
Like, whoa, how could you block your bro? Even.
So, Deji rapping doesn't sound too bad so far, I don't think. This beat is very strange, though. It's got a similar problem to Help Me Help You, where it just feels like so empty. But I guess, I mean, we're still in like the intro of it, so. Oh, fucking this fucking guy. Okay, so you didn't hear it, but Deji said, "You're 10 times worse than my cameraman," which is Jallo, to KSI. Now, there's one KSI song on here. I'm not a big fan of KSI's music, but saying he is 10 times worse than this motherfucker after you're about to hear what this sounds like is wild.
Tell what your fans are screaming to know. I'm just elegant, you. Everyone knows I'm better than you.
Okay, do you hear that? You can hear the fucking spit in his mouth as he's recording it. Did they not put a de-esser on the vocals? Did they not record it with a pop filter? Like, why am I hearing your saliva in your fucking verse? It completely ruins it. It's so bad. It completely ruins it. And he sounds whatever, but the spit, it makes it one of the most unlistenable verses I've ever heard.
Like Malaysia Airlines. Nobody's found your hairline.
Dax, we got Dax. Dax. It's Dax. He used to be a janitor. Did you know that, guys? Ignoring the whole pipeline that Dax has been on as of late with, you know, Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun and all that shit, he has by far the best verse on here because Dax can actually rap. And compared to all these other motherfuckers, it's like night and day. It's like looking at Illmatic. Okay, and you know what, to be fair, I do like Crypt as well. Not really a lot of his songs, but I do think he's also a talented rapper. And his verse is also alright, compared to Deji and Jallo, at least. But still, I think Dax takes the cake for this one. He's the god of rap, everyone. Eminem, shut the fuck up. He's rap god now. You see that, Eminem? He's the real rap god. Slit his epididymis so he can't jizz in a snatch. Oh yeah, this fucking part. So he does the classic, like, oh, I'm gonna rap with words to spell out something as an acronym. Isn't that so cool? And it's like, no, it's not. I mean, it's technically very impressive, but I don't give a shit when I'm listening to this as a song. I don't care that the words you're using spell out KSI as a bitch. It's like the same thing, maybe a bit of a hot take, but it's like the same thing with Kendrick Lamar's Nostalgia verse, where he does all like the math, and if you like actually go into it, there's like some like bullshit crazy math in there, and that's cool, I get it, but like, you don't need to be doing all that when I'm listening to a song. Like, I'm not trying to do homework, you know what I mean? Unforgivable is interesting because it's got two rappers whose verses I think are decent to alright. And it's got two rappers on it that have terrible verses. And I don't know, I really don't know how to feel about the beat. I think it's perfectly just mid. I think it's better than Don't Stay in School.
Hey, congratulations to your corporation.
So I think this is Rumi's only appearance on here, this whole list. And I think the hook of this song is genuinely good. As opposed to like the Odd Ones Out song, right? The positive stuff and like the happiness, chipperness, it doesn't feel forced.
I'll take on all the world for you. I'm a heavy hitter. About to cause a genocide so you can call me.
Okay, yeah, so that, I completely forgot about that one. That's a little rough. Let's just get to boyinaband's verse.
That's it, son. How about next you figure how to fix the cast?
Okay, wait, so this one is great. I forgot, this one is literally just dissing India again. Yeah, your fucking caste system sucks. Did you know Indians have shit in their brains?
Maybe all those ads will solve your crippling poverty.
Bro, he's not even dissing teasers, he's just dissing the economic state of India.
We still out here living like we about to kamikaze. So this is it?
Oh my god, this part. I get what he was going for, where it's like, oh, the really, really heartfelt, sweet, like, oh, here's one last bro fist, but man, it really does not work in the song.
Thanks for sticking with my channel. Ever since I was a nobody screaming at barrels.
Like, bro, come on. It's cringe. Congratulations, I think is probably on a similar tier to Bitch Lasagna, if I had to say, although it does have a boyinaband verse. Yeah, we'll put it with Bitch Lasagna. I'm gonna say it's about the same. Maybe legitimately tied.
Good. I'm a fat man. Feed chewing drugs like pack.
Okay, yeah, so this one, another one of probably the genuinely listenable ones for me. The hook, pretty damn catchy. Believe it or not, I had this song on my playlist for like a month. This is before quadeca really developed his like vocals and rap, so he kind of just sounds like a normal ass white guy on the song. But I think Noel's vocals are actually really competent.
Fingers all over my quarter pounder and she loving that.
The fucking, wow, the lines are wild though.
Camus powder?
Oh, dude, you're drinking cum powder?
Oh!
Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
So yeah, so this one, again, probably in the genuinely listenable tier. I wouldn't say it's above Insecure, though, because Insecure is much better lyrically, given the fact it's a diss track. But it's probably, I'm gonna say it's genuinely the most listenable song on here, because I think I said it was in my playlist for like a month. That tells you all you really need to know.
eliminating every hater in the visible vicinity like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator, fucking mobile rap exterminator.
This song is 5 minutes long, by the way.
Blame and the wolf's begun to hunt the jungle. Stomach rumbles, looking for something. Damn, what a fuck's little pump that I'm kinda hungry. These kitties better never come to my.
This is gonna be tough to get through, man. You know, shout out Gone. I remember the sequel to this song is actually pretty funny. But man, this is such an L. Especially when this came out in like, what, 2019? Like, Lil Pump had like already fallen off by that point. There's whole pages worth on why this is the cringiest thing I've ever seen. But again, I'm gonna try and judge it purely as a song. See, and he even called himself Rap God. Like, come on. Like, it's so obvious, man.
Hit him with the intercontinental capabilities, leaving no stability in the Middle East. Benghazi, Hillary.
What? What?
Gotta spit it wicked, demanding and venomous. As I'm seeking to be the freaking diggity, reaping the benefits when I'm rabid like a missile disintegrating the remnants. I'm beginning to be the reaper, so I load the Mac attack.
Oh man, that might be the worst verse we've heard all day. The rap Babe Ruth. Luke Gone is the rap Babe Ruth, everybody.
Mumbling BS, that music that regress. I just wanna see less. I'm tired of seeing the homies on shirts with the RP letters right off of the heat press. Get your mind right when it's.
See, I mean, like, also vocally, it's alright. I mean, still, what he's talking about is pretty cringe, but like, also, come on. This is exactly how Eminem dresses, man. He wants to be Eminem so bad. And I don't get it. I don't get, like, Eminem was cool. Why do you still want to be him?
Creepy, futuristic, it was beautiful.
I'll sell tickets like.
Oh my god. What is. Look at the Mac in the bottom left. What is he just creeping there, bro?
Just food from McDonald's, and I am a gourmet filet that's more tasty. I'm more crazy than a short lady trying to give birth to 84 babies in the very back of a Porsche Cayman.
Oh, I didn't know that. I should bar in the very back of a Porsche Cayman. That really made it better.
I'd rather listen to Wu-Tang. I'd rather listen to Luke and Crypt. I'd rather listen.
Sorry. I'd rather listen to Wu-Tang. Fair enough. Wu-Tang, one of the greatest hip-hop groups of all time. I'd rather listen to Luke and Crypt. After that is so funny. And wow, they look so pit. Man, fuck you, mumble rap. You suck. Death to mumble rap. This is one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. See, because this is where it gets tough, because Death to Mumble Rap is definitely a worse song than Life is Fun, but I'd rather listen to it because at least it's funny bad. Life is Fun is just annoying. So, you know, I'll give it credit because it does make me feel somewhat positive. Before anything, I gotta say, the beat is hard. The beat is well produced. Probably the best produced, like, just purely production skill-wise, probably the best produced thing on here. However, that makes me want to shrivel up and die. Truly. Like, I want to turn invisible after hearing that. This is so cringy. My room is, like, boiling right now, and I'm currently getting shivers.
Girl, you fucking with a wrong one. Fuck his team, fuck your clique, bitch, I'm on one. Fuck your stream, fuck your clip, you ain't saw one. Got your bitch on my dick like she want one.
Like, I really can't emphasize how terrible the vocals sound to me. Maybe terrible is not a good word for it, because I know there are people, like artists in the style, that make compelling music, and I just know it'll never be for me because of the vocals like this, but it's so cringe. Like, come on, you can't tell me this is the most cringe thing you've ever heard in my life.
Nice, man, I swear to God, girls finna fuck up my life. That wing.
And Savage Gas might have worse vocals on here. He's like Corpse, just but without the deepness. Same style, but same amount of ass. Yeah, I think that's about fair. This one is probably going to be the toughest to separate the art and the artist, because I'm actually not even fully aware of the whole situation, but last I heard of Wilbur Soot, he was being accused of some pretty serious accusations in the form of abuse. So that really kind of taints the whole soft boy image that he really portrays in his music, and the music of Lovejoy as well.
He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat.
Okay, so production-wise, I think it actually sounds pretty nice. But my god, I'm sorry, lyrically, even trying to bar the allegations and how it taints the image, it's so just like, I don't know, I get what he's going for, where he's like, oh, a soft boy or whatever, but it's just so just uncomfy.
Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick,
Oh yeah, and he also says, oh, whoa, there. So your new boyfriend, I don't know, with the context of Wilbur Soot, I can't help but make it think that it goes down to, like, above Asian Jake Paul. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I wear a mask with a smile for hours at a time. Stare at the sea.
Bro, I forgot. This is the music video, by the way. I believe it was deleted, but God, I forgot how funny this music video is too with the fucking normal pills.
I say I'm just fine. And when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just
But the fact is, Dream cannot sing. I'm sorry. I mean, we've all seen the memes where he's like, I can't breathe when you're not there. We've all seen those memes. He can't. I'm sorry. He just can't sing. And the production is so generic, like poppy. A little bit of like angst in there, because you know it's all about wearing the mask and like,
That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is.
How did he think this wasn't gonna be the stupidest thing ever? Like, it's so on the nose. The fucking scene where he picks up Dream's mask and he's like, that's what the mask is, man. Like, it's so basic. And when you're a YouTuber, putting out a song that tries to convey any sort of like serious emotions, you need to be at least like decent at writing, because if you're not decent at writing, it comes off as so cringy. Bro, I forgot how bad the chorus of this song was. Oh my god, Dream really cannot sing, and it's mixed like shit. Holy shit, that sounded terrible.
I'm okay-ish, so I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay, bitch. Fact is,
sorry.
They think that I need glasses.
You are not normal. The doctors know you're weird. You have ADHD. You're not neurotypical. You're weird.
I just really wish that I could.
This fucking 3D model too, struggling and then looking at the bottle of normal pills.
Pass this.
No, he's getting rid of the normal pills. I mean, I hate to say it because we're on kind of a streak of really bad ones, but I mean, I gotta go one of the worst songs I've ever heard. Like, genuinely, it's so cringy, the whole concept. It's written terribly, and it sounds like dog shit. Everything from Dream's vocals to the production just sounds like dog shit.
Fly me away, you're my holiday.
Now, KSI is one of the YouTubers that has tried to genuinely pursue a career in music, and I think he's done it to some success, but I wanted to, and the reason I went with this song is because I believe it's his most streamed song. So instead of going for, you know, an easy, like, trash early KSI song like Lamborghini, I wanted to go with his most successful song, because I imagine this is what he would want to represent him as an artist. Also considering it's a little bit later in his career that he released this.
Looking for sun rays.
Okay, so immediately, before we get to the hook, vocally speaking, I think it's not too bad. I think he's definitely gotten better at singing, but still, I don't know, just something about the British accent.
Whenever you're here, it's a good time. Strawberry.
Okay, and now, lyrically, I mean, I don't know how to feel about it, because it does have, you know, the classic faux positivity thing that I've kind of bitched and complained about with a lot of these tracks. But I don't know, I think it's kind of getting away with it. I think it's a little cutesy, a little bit romantic, dare I say. Pretty basic structure, but I'll give it this. It does sound like a song, like an actual song. Singing, I mean, I guess it's whatever. It really, its biggest flaw is just how generic it is. It's just like a generic love song to me. This is one I'm gonna put in bad, but it is a genuinely listenable song. It's just a bad song. This one, I can really sum up my thoughts pretty simply. Beat, really fucking good. I like the beat a lot. If you got like JPEG over this, or like Danny Brown or something, this would be an amazing song. But what Speed does over it, man, absolutely ruins it. Come on, man. That sounds horrible. He's like not even talking real words. He's just screaming like bullshit, basically. No one's rapping along to this. I think what he was trying to go for was like hype, but like to be hype on a song, you really need to, it's just, that's not how you do it. You know, in fact, I'm gonna search up the beat for Shake and just play that. It's got energy. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, production actually genuinely great. I don't know how the hell he got this beat, but what he does over it is so bad. Just like screaming, mumbling, it's got no like real nice flow to it, and you can't memorize any of the lyrics. It's just, it's really bad. So honestly, I'd go terrible with it.
Bands, the top of bands, like I'm on Twitch saying cracker. I push a lot of peace cause
Truthfully, I'm not too familiar with all of Quade's music, but what I've heard, I thought it's decent, and I'm also a big Quade fan, so let's see.
Tiny bladder, I'm sipping something green that I spiked like a cactus, and I'm using this title scheme, you can have it after. I leave my first kid, I want
Okay, so first of all, I fuck with this beat. This sounds like something that I would cook up.
I'm trying to get held by someone with a bigger stature. If you use Pinterest, your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, so very like online talk lyricism, some funny lines in there, like the Novato one, I like that. But really what's striking me is the strong southern accent on here, and I kind of fuck with it. Pretty nice little song we got here with Cracker. Pretty nice rapping voice, actually. Beat, pretty nice. And it's decently short. I don't know if I'd go listenable. It's a little bit too internet, you know, like brain rot for me. But definitely, I'd say top of meh, honestly. Better than Bitch Lasagna. Barely not in the genuinely listenable tier. This last one, I wanted to do something special. I have actually never heard this song, but I know it was a massive meme in like the Fortnite community, and I know it is an actual song, and Nick-A30 is a YouTuber/streamer. And I'm very excited to hear what this sounds like, because from what I know about Nick-A30, he's like a nice guy, right? That doesn't swear, and like, it's like, I think he's Canadian.
Rap A30 is my name, okay.
Okay, this is already off to a rough start, but it's fine.
Came from nothing but made something I had to study. I'd stay up late every day, wouldn't see my buddies at school.
This is not gonna be a fucking song about how Nick-A30 blew up by being a positive guy. Please don't let that be a song of this bullshit. I don't need another Odd Ones Out.
I was getting all round straight A's, and then I became the king of playing games. I'm the king.
Okay, so off the bat, the rapping is rough. It's so like slow and conversational. It sounds like Macklemore, bro.
I told Dad A30 what I wanna do.
Dad A30? Come on, bro. Okay, I don't know how much more of this I can take. This is awful. This is really awful. The hook is awful. The beat, it sounds like congratulations, but worse. Nick-A30, why did he ever try to rap? Why is this a meme? At least like Chug Jug With You is like a banger.
We got the always spreading good vibes. Whoa!
Oh my god, what a horrible thing to skip to. Always spreading good vibes.
Can we keep it family friendly?
People look at me, sir, as a leader of positivity.
Hey.
Bro, I thought it couldn't get worse. Not after all like the positive bullshit. He's gonna sing on this song?
So I work hard when I play.
Know it.
And bring good vibes every day.
Oh my god, this outro is something else.
You learn to fly, spread your wings and
why does he sound like that? Why is it like so robotic? It sounds like AI generated his vocals.
Never back down, never what?
Oh, so wait, is never back down like a thing that he says in his streams or something? And then, I get it. It's probably he goes like, never back down, and then he goes to the chat, goes like, never what? And then they all start spamming never back down. It's a whole thing of positivity and spreading good vibes. This song fucking sucks. Because I've just heard it, I'm not confident enough to say it's one of the worst songs I've ever heard, but it's going bottom of terrible. And there we go, everyone. That is my YouTuber songs tier list. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more stuff. And also leave a comment telling me what your favorite YouTuber song is, or maybe your least favorite YouTuber song as well. And finally, if you'd like to support the channel further, you can now become a member and receive early access to my videos, as well as a special shout out for me in them. So join up if you're interested, it really does help a lot. I'm gonna go listen to some good music now. See ya!